Hey there, greetings everybody. I want to welcome you here to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So we're here with the series, the mini-series that we've been running for the last 5 days. This is the final episode of music by Australia and Canada, the Commonwealth brothers. The reason I chose this name, or because for those of you who don't know what the Commonwealth is countries that have an allegiance to the crown. Basically, that's it. So that's why we have a prime minister instead of having a president. So anyways, the reason I chose these two countries because I kind of think of the Australians as being kind of my brothers, and we both really like rock music a lot. So the two bands I've chosen today and today's topic for the final episode of this is international success. From Canada we have April Wine, and from Australia we have Men at Work. Let's see if I can get them both in here. Yeah, there we are. That's a better shot, eh? Hard to get the blur off, you know. Anyways, so both these bands I like quite a bit. April Wine I liked a lot more when I was younger. Men at Work have kind of come on for me in the recent years. Almost now, I think they're a top 50. I don't know if they're a top 50, but they're definitely getting close to the top 50 bands for me. April Wine I think has kind of slipped over the years a bit, but I still think they're up there quite a bit too as well. So April Wine, a band that came out in the mid-70s, early 70s, early mid-70s. Well, actually probably early 70s, but really didn't kind of hit a stride until about the mid-70s when they released the album with Ooh What a Night, which was a big hit for them at the time. And Men at Work came up in the 1980s during that new wave movement. So with April Wine pretty much driven by Miles Goodwin. He was with the Three Brothers originally in the first group of April Winers, I guess you might call it. And then gradually the band changed over time, but he became and has been the dominant vocalist, music writer, and the driver of the band for almost its entire career, bringing them international success with some of his great compositions and his smooth sounding voice. Men at Work, of course, an Australian band who had huge success with their debut album, Business as Usual. Lots of killer tracks on this. This album is absolutely a killer. I think it did really well international, put them on the map. Cargo did well as well. They only had 3 albums, unfortunately. I wish they'd had more, but yeah, just really, really good stuff. Both bands achieving success in the United States, which was difficult to do. April Wine maybe had a little bit easier time of it because they were right next to it, but then, you know, Men at Work hit it pretty quickly right off the bat, right? Hit a home run. And both really solid bands. Two bands that I would like to have all of their albums for sure. So with the April Wine, they have 16 studio albums. I didn't realize they had so many, but they do. Unfortunately, Men at Work only have 3, which is really sad because this is a band that could have produced some really great stuff. The type of music, of course, with April Wine, it's a hard rock, soft rock approach, doing quite a few ballads, more than a lot of hard rock bands do, but they stuck with their hard rock, predominantly throwing in the odd ballad here for radio play. With Men at Work, it was basically pop, new wave, and they did have a couple of kind of reggae sounding stuff too on a couple of their albums. So excellent music from both of them. The classic band for April Wine, of course, includes Brian Greenway, Steve Lang, Miles Goodwin, Jerry Mercer, and Gary Moffat. Now, I do believe that Lang, Moffat, and Goodwin are all gone now, so pretty much non-existent from the classic lineup point of view. Colin Hay, Glenn Ham, Ron Streitert, John Rees, and Jerry Spicer, all the classic lineup of Men at Work. And I believe, is it Glenn Ham that's dead? I think he's the only one that's dead that I know of. So the biggest album by the bands. So for April Wine, it was probably Harder, Faster. Although you wouldn't be wrong if you put down the Nature of the Beast, which came out after that. It was a big album as well. They've had some big hits on other albums as well, but to me, this is the classic big album by April Wine, Harder, Faster, with I Like to Rock and Say Hello as being the two big hits on that album. Business as Usual, definitely the biggest album by Men at Work, with Be Good, Be Good, Be Good, Be Good, Be Good, and Land Down Under. These are tracks that people know. They're not obscure at all. Well-known band for these particular music. So these are two big albums to me. The current status of these two bands. So currently, April Wine is still being held together by Brian Greenway. He hasn't said that it isn't going to tour or there isn't anything in the works. But with Miles Goodwin passing away last year, it seems probably likely that the band will then retire from doing anything else. But you never know, though. You never know with these bands. It is a, what do they call it? Can't even think of the word. But a lot of bands don't like to give up that status because money is being made constantly if you're out there. Now, Colin Hay did tour with a band which had no original members, which he called Men at Work. He did tour with them as recently as I think 3 or 4 years ago. I don't know what their current status is, or whether he could bring it back and do the same thing again. It's possible, but there's no originals in the band except for him if they were to do that. So there you have it, two of the big international successes for music of Australia and Canada, the Commonwealth brothers. I hope you enjoyed this series. It was fun to do. I need to learn more. I've realized that while I was doing the series that there's lots more I still need to learn about these two countries and the music of them. But I do hope that you liked it. If you did, please like and subscribe. It's much appreciated. You can make any comments about any of the stuff I've done in the series if you want below, or about this particular episode. And do not forget to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any more content. So take care and have yourself a good day. Goodbye.